Hey YouTube, how are you? It's Money Minded Michelle and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see, you stay and subscribe, and decide to become a part of the Money Minded tribe. And for my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. So the theme of today's video is a Dollar Tree haul, a little bit of a chatty Dollar Tree haul. I've got a couple Goodwill finds that I threw in at the end, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So let's just go ahead and jump in so that I can share and show my newest finds with you guys. Some of them are quite timely. Anyway, first of all, if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know that I've talked endlessly about the college prep for my son Jacob, a freshman at the University of Missouri. We have him officially moved in, and I just want to thank you all for your kind comments, for your support, for just listening to me talk on end about all the Dollar Tree products that I bought for him. But let me tell you, I did not overbuy, and I did not come home with very much. I'll show you in a minute what I did come back with, which really is not very much at all. So I think I did good. Yay. Jacob was happy with everything. The move-in couldn't have gone better, honestly, you guys. There's tons of student help. There are student volunteers for various reasons. They volunteer sometimes for service hours, for fraternity or sorority, or for different organizations they belong to. But in any case, it's on a voluntary basis, and these student helpers come with these big laundry carts, and you like just heave all your stuff in there, and they whisk it upstairs to the dorm room. And unloading of the car took exactly 2 minutes, and then we went to go move our cars to a remote parking area where they had golf carts waiting for us. Praise be, thank you so much. We're old and tired. And some of us have driven a long way. For me, it's approximately, with stops, about a 7-hour drive. So it takes a while. And so I'm just so grateful for the student help. We got to hop on golf carts from the parking lot, and it took us back to the dorm, and from the dorm back to the parking lot to grab our cars when it was time to go. And the logistics were unbelievable. I just couldn't praise the University of Missouri enough for a very wonderful, smooth move in. And of course there were some tears when we left, but you know what? Even that went better than I expected, because I've been mentally preparing myself for this for a while. And after seeing Jacob has texted us some pictures, I've also talked to him on the phone. He called on his own. I told him, I said, you call me minimum once a week. I said, and I'll let you kind of be, but you can also call me anytime. Well, he has voluntarily called his parents to say he's doing great, and he's already making connections within the School of Journalism, which is what he is studying, and that's only being there a couple of days. So that does my mama heart good, and I know he's going to have a wonderful year. So that said, what's the stuff that came home with me? There's also some stuff I forgot to pack, because I thought I was going to pre-record a haul to show you guys like the last minute stuff, but that didn't work out. And these few little things we forgot, he will not be, it's not that big a deal, and I can totally use it. Among them are, let's start with the food. This snack pack, sugar-free chocolate pudding. I bought him 2 of these 4 packs. I put this one aside to show you guys to do, like I said, a last minute video. Just never made it aboard, so that's okay. I'll eat them. I love snack pack. Yum, delicious. Thank you very much. Awesome. And then let's see, what else didn't make it with him? Oh, these basket labels. I was so excited to find a store that still showed these basket labels. They're so cool. They clip onto any of those like cube type storage cubes. They're good for these type of baskets, these fabric kind of canvas baskets. I'll get into that in a moment. And it comes with, you get three tags and a total of 12 blank labels. So you can switch these out as often as you'd like, and of course replace with your own paper, but it's nice that it comes with extras. So I bought 3 of these, and he used none of them. So that's okay. I'll use them. And then this was the other item. I had a total of 6 of these. 3 stayed at school and 3 came home. I had 3 navy and 3 gray. Now, I have featured this before, but just in case you're new here, these are marked at $5 in the plus section at your Dollar Trees right now. And in addition to these 2 colors, this also comes in like a mint green. If you are still able to find these large, they're calling them a grommet tote, just so you can see the tag. If you're still able to find these in your store, go ahead and scan them, because they should be ringing up at $1.25. They had marked these down quite some time ago, and I promise you guys, I am still seeing them out there in my stores right now. So if you're in need of some storage, do check your plus section and scan these, because they should be ringing up at $1.25. They were on a big old markdown. So just wanted to show you that. So I will use these in my house. Believe me, I've got plenty of Dollar Tree overflow that I can store in those totes. So it's certainly not a tragedy that I wound up coming home with those. And I can label them with the basket labels that Jacob's like, I can't be bothered with. And I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. We actually, you know, everything fit in the room really nicely. All the kids, it's not a lofted bed, but it is up higher. You know, he does have to kind of climb into the bed, but it's not all the way to the ceiling, which I'm very grateful for. It's up high enough that he can store a small dresser and like the plastic Sterlite type carts under there, you know, so we have 2 of those carts. We had his dresser under there. We had 4 individual plastic drawers that I bought off of students locally here. I'm in the Chicago area and I bought them off Northwestern students. Let me tell you, Facebook Marketplace is where it's at. I found a fridge for him really cheap. I paid only $20 for it. It's practically brand new. Fabulous, from students, like students looking to dump their stuff, you know, when they're done. They often go to Facebook Marketplace and sell it really, really cheap. So if you need that kind of stuff, do check the Facebook Marketplace. It really helped us out a lot. And yeah, oh, here's another item. I bought him several of these scopes. Now, most of them, I think I bought him 5 in total. This one didn't go with him because I was going to show you guys. So now I'm showing you. I bought him several of these scopes. I like this size because it's not too heavy to carry around in his mesh little shower tote thingy that has all of his toiletries in it. So I bought him several of those. Now he's -1, but he doesn't even know right now. So what he doesn't know won't hurt him. He's got plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. I believe that was it, but I wanted to show you a couple of MVPs. Let's show you some food items real quick. MVP of the move-in were these Prime Hydration Sticks in the Ice Pop flavor. You get 3 of these. They are hydrating and, you know, electrolyte drink mix. There is some sugar in here, not a lot. I don't believe a lot. Let's see, or maybe I'll probably be very surprised at how much sugar is actually in here. Oh, calories are only 25, and then total sugar is 2 grams. Oh, wow, that's really not bad at all. Not bad at all, but it is an electrolyte drink, and it was very, very hydrating and a good thing to have with us. I also grabbed these in case anybody wanted sugar-free, the Concord Grape. Now, I didn't try these yet, but in our group, which consisted of my boyfriend Hugo, as far as the parent and adult support system for Jacob is concerned, my boyfriend Hugo came with me in my car, and then his dad Dan and his stepmom Lori were in the other vehicle, and they tried this one. They said it was really, really good. So these really came in clutch, keeping us hydrated, but again, it wasn't ungodly hot. So for that, we can be grateful. Very, very cool. Okay, now just regular kind of stuff I wanted to show you guys. Question, do you like to shop? You probably do because you watch this channel. I know I like to shop. Do you like free stuff? Like, who doesn't like free stuff? You should join Fetch Rewards, and I will share my Fetch code down below in the description box. And I also will probably post in my posts, in my formerly the community tab, but I'll probably put in my posts that right now certain products are worth more points than others. And these points, you know, that you get from scanning your receipts, they add up over time. And right now, I've got a $50 Walmart gift card waiting for me right now that I can use on stuff for my own home. It's great. Some people save their points throughout the whole year, and then they cash them in at the end of the year for holiday gift shopping. Fetch is awesome. So anyway, some product companies work with Fetch and some of their receipts are worth more points than others. So I'm sorry, that seems like a very roundabout way to describe the fact that this particular mac and cheese right now, if you buy one of these at Dollar Tree for $1.25, it is worth 1,950 points on Fetch. I think that's awesome, and it's a great way to help boost your Fetch points. So do check out Fetch Rewards. I'll share my code below. You get points, I get points, and we're all happy. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. Since I kind of did a commercial for Fetch, I kind of need a little break. One moment, please. And we're back. Thanks for understanding, everybody. I just needed a little bit of a break. Personal summer, you know. Anyway, moving on. This last food item has nothing to do with Jacob. It was just a recent find. And I texted Hugo and asked, are you interested? He said, heck yeah, I'm interested in this chocolate strawberry loaded cereal, which to me, this is a snack. This is not breakfast. But you know what, you guys, you do you. I'm just not really great with super sugary stuff in the morning. I prefer a savory breakfast. But anyway, but right out of the box as a snack, oh, you bet, for sure. Faux show. But anyway, you get this huge family size, let's see, and it's a total of 1 pound, 2 ounces, 18 ounces of cereal, General Mills, family size for only 5 quarters currently. All the food items in my Dollar Tree right now are still starting at $1.25, including these closeout cereals, which I love picking up name brand cereal at the Dollar Tree, either for myself, for my family, for my boyfriend, for donation. I love finding name brand cereal. Best if used by 6th of December, 2025. So we still have some time on this, but this is absolutely not going to last. And now I'm kind of regretting not buying 2 because, like I said, snack, that would be delicious. Oh, shoot. No, I'm not going to do it. Hugo can have these. He did say yes. So, and I did volunteer to get them. An item that was marked down and I was excited about is this Barbie sunscreen spray. You get SPF 50. This is by our friends at Smart Care, which is a brand that we see at Dollar Tree a lot. Normally $5, and yes, marked down to 5 little quarters, just because it's end of season. This actually has a good Best By date. Where are my glasses? Here we are. I did see in the store that this was good for at least a year. Yes, expiration is 12 of 2026. So even if I put this up until next summer and I don't use it until then, it's still good through the end of next December, so in 2026. However, I do have a Mexico vacation coming up, so this may go in my checked luggage. That's something I can't figure out, you guys. Anybody? Okay, I need help with this, you guys. I really, really, really need a lot of sunscreen because I really, really don't go out in the sun a ton. As you can tell, I'm not super tan this summer. It was just the kind of summer where it was more about like, I just worked a lot and like, you know, did a lot of college prep, honestly, is what I've been doing, and not a ton of time at the pool. But I plan to make that up at my upcoming Cancun vacation in January. So my question to you guys is, people who have traveled to Cancun, should I pack and check my luggage, my sunscreen ahead of time? And I have several, I prefer aerosol cans. I just feel like I get really good coverage. And then of course I use a lotion on my face, but should I pack my sunscreen and check my luggage? Or should I carry my luggage on, because I will have a carry-on size bag? Do I carry my luggage on and then buy sunscreen at the resort? What do you guys think is the better idea? Sound off below if you have any experience in this realm. I'm not sure what I would like to do. But nonetheless, sunscreen, always useful in my house. And I like using kids' sunscreen because it usually is very waterproof and typically even a little more gentle, you know, when it's marketed to kids. So it's still the same 50 SPF regardless. So when you can find a deal on kids' SPF and you're an adult, don't hesitate to use it, guys. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Gotta protect the skin. Let's see. A pickup that I was happy to find always is the Guru Nanda Extra Soft Toothbrushes. I've been informed that although I have very nice teeth, I have very much receding gums, and my dentist has said, please use extra soft toothbrushes whenever possible. And Dollar Tree has tons of soft toothbrushes and millions of mediums, but not always an extra soft. So I went ahead and grabbed this one by Guru Nanda. It's got the charcoal bristles, and it's got many, what does it say? 8,000 bristles at the ready to gently clean your teeth and gums. Yes, fabulous. Let's see, a repurchase for Hugo. And he told me he's got enough. So I'm like, okay, I'm holding off. But I couldn't resist when I see these bright colors of these boxers for men in the extra large. I got him these, the Tootsie Pops. I love the bright royal blue with the red waistband. How cool are these? And here's the print if you wanted to see up close. See, it's got Mr. Owl and everything. How many licks does it take, right? We won't go there. But you know what, Hugo? This is what I'm going to tell you if you're watching this right now, or I'll tell you also in person. Put these up for when the others wear out. You know what I mean? Because eventually they will. So I got those. And then I got these green Popeye, just because, again, attracted to the color. Here is the all over print. He's strong to the finish because he ate his spinach. And I also like the bright green waistband there. Super cool. Again, in the extra large. And then lastly, I picked up these Tootsie Roll, a classic. Men's boxer briefs in the extra large. You get this kind of like maroon waistband, and there is the print. Let's roll. Super cute. Love it. Love it. Love it. So I grabbed those. And then also in the apparel section, I went ahead and grabbed another 2-pack of these. The Hanes Heel Shield socks. These are the low-cut socks for men. Well, marketed for men, but me as a female with a larger, wider foot, I wear a 9 to a 9.5 wide shoe. The women's low cut socks don't often fit my foot very well. They kind of ping fly right off my foot. So I really like these. The men's, they fit me a lot better. The heel shield, it comes up right up in the back, but you know what? It still really gives you a no-show kind of look. You don't see very much of the sock at all. So I do want to let you know that they're good like that. They are so cushioned, very breathable. They wash beautifully. I love them. These also come in an ankle version, which I bought a bunch of those for Jacob. He loves those socks. He wore those for most of the summer and is also continuing to wear them at Mizzou. But I got these for moi because I wanted to get just a couple more while they're still available. It's a good deal. And then speaking of good deal, I found out from my friends, Lynn of Lynn and Things, as well as Margot of Margot's Hauls and All, about a penny item. I haven't seen a good penny in a while. And during my travels to Columbia, of course, I went into the Dollar Trees there. There are two in town. No, there are three, actually. We went to two out of the three. I take that back now that I think about it. The third one wasn't in a convenient location, but that's okay. We're going to come visit another time. But anyway, I found these pretty pennies in the Dollar Tree. These are the Kendall and Kylie little cosmetic bags. You guys, these are ringing up as a penny lately. Yep, they sure are. And apparently so are the mini backpacks as well. Do you remember those? So if you find these or those, they should be ringing up at a penny. And this is kind of interesting. So I had bought this one, I bought with several other items. And so the cashier didn't really take any note or whatever. You know, she just told me the total, which was like $6.72 or something like that. And I went ahead and cashed out and it was no problem. She didn't say anything. The next location, I bought these and then just one other item. So of course it became more obvious. My total should have been at least $3.75 or so, or should have been actually maybe even $4.50 with the price hike, whatever. It should have been more than, let's see, I bought one item for $1.25 and then these two pennies. So it came out only to $1.28. So immediately she was kind of suspicious and I just said, well, you do have a few more, because there were a few more in the bin. I could have bought more, but I didn't. She said, I need to take a picture of these items so that we know to pull them from the shelf and not put out any more. And I said, that's fine. I said, can I take these home with me though? She said, yes, you can purchase them. But then the manager came by and he said, next time if a customer comes up with an item like that and it rings at a penny, don't sell it. So I thought that was very interesting. But he told me, no problem, ma'am, you can take these. But you know, he says, I'm just informing my cashier for the future. I said, okay, I just don't want any trouble. He said, no, not at all. You're fine. So I took these pretty little pennies home. So if you can do a self-checkout, if your Dollar Trees have a self-checkout, or if you can kind of hide them amongst other items and the cashier doesn't really pay attention, you should be able to get away with these pretty little pennies from Dollar Tree, the Kendall and Kylie little cosmetic bags, which I think these are perfect for long skinny items like pens, tampons, I even thought like charging cables, really cute. I might send one of these in my bestie Megan. I might send one of these down to Florida in her little package that I'm going to send her to get us hyped for our upcoming Cancun vacation. But anyway, I just wanted to share those. And then let's see, lastly, another item that came in clutch while we were away, and these are now ringing at $1.50, are these. I bought a second set. I have a set that I have going right now, and I'm using it to dispense water for my kitty cats. And I bought another set because this is such a well-made item, you guys. You would be very surprised. It's very easy. What I do is I flip it over. And in my laundry sink or whatever sink, I pull off. Hello, come on. Ooh, I pull off the little tray part and fill the bottle with water. And then I pop this back on like so. Carry it over to where it needs to go, and then I just do a quick flip. Anyway, that's how I work using this. But via gravity, this just fills up like with the perfect amount of water each time, and it's it goes down. And this thing was full. My mom came in to feed the cats, and to scoop their boxes. She was very kind to do that. But I wanted these self-waterers, and because I was only gone 2 days, I knew that this would be more than enough water where my mom wouldn't have to necessarily replace it. It was so convenient. It keeps the water nice and clean. It's a lot less likely to get kicked or stepped on or whatever because it's just more visible. And I think these are an awesome, awesome pickup. So if you have a smaller pet, like a cat or a smaller dog, this little water can really you could have several days out of this actually. So not that I would recommend leaving your pets for too long because of course we love them so much, but this is super duper, and it is a yeah, they're calling it a water dispensing bowl. I was just thinking, could it be used for food? But I don't think so. I think this is really best used for water. I picked up another pair of these. Really good pickup. And speaking of pets, I know I've shown these a million times. I picked up these dog waste bags because I like to scoop the litter boxes. I have cats, not a dog. I scoop the litter boxes, tie up the waste, and then I have a little trash can that's lined with several plastic bags, and until it's time to take it out, it helps contain the stink. So we won't get too far into that. But of course, these are also useful for lots of other things, including diapers. But I also wanted to share real quick that we had stopped at, there are Dollar Generals that are on the road on the way to Columbia, and there's a couple we stopped at that had that where it was literally the only thing around, outside of very small towns, and it's actually my favorite part of the ride at all. I really love the part where we're going through these really, really small towns. It's really neat and quiet and cozy, and I don't know, when I'm on the big open road on the interstate and you're so far between exits and you don't see anything from the roads, it kind of freaks me out a little bit, like what if I need help? I think it's kind of that thing. So when I drive through these little towns, I feel safe. I feel cozy. I feel like if I need help, at least there's somebody around who could help me, potentially, that kind of thing. And plus it's just neat. So anyway, there are a lot of Dollar Generals in between, and then there may be several towns before there's a Walmart that comes up. So we stopped at a couple of Dollar Generals, like I said, to use their restrooms. They're very gracious about letting you use the restroom, no key required. I think they kind of expect it. Spotless clean, really nice stores. I looked around a little bit, looked in the dollar spot. I didn't see anything too exciting, but I did go ahead and pick up 2 packs of these. These are doggy poop bags. And it's a brand called Pardon My Pet, which I think is really funny. You get a total of 56 of these, but I wanted to show you how big they are. And they boast that they are leak proof, and they truly, I'm sure, are. Now look, these are good, but these are better. These are so big. And I'm thinking, like, again, even if you don't have a dog, how great for scooping a cat box, for diapers, for disposal of anything gross, anything in your car. This could even be a tiny trash can liner if you have like a bitty container that you use or something like that. I don't know, but I just think these are a great pickup, and they're only $1 at Dollar General. So I just wanted to go ahead and make a quick recommendation for these doggy waste bags. And I think between everything now, we picked up 2 boxes, and nowadays I think we're good on poop bags for a little while, but I just wanted to show and share that this Pardon My Pet package of poop bags is really a good deal. Nice, for $1. Heck yeah. How awesome is that? And then I just wanted to show you guys a couple of Goodwill finds. Before I left, I've been looking for, I could use some shorts. My weight's been up and down, more up than down lately. And so I need some shorts. I could use some shorts for our upcoming vacation, and I don't want to pay a lot for them. So off to Goodwill I go, and I found these by Not Your Daughter's Jeans. They're in a good length. I don't know how, I guess, my guess is this is about a 7-inch inseam, which is good for me. Short enough, but not too short. You've got this roll here, which is permanent. It is meant to be. And, it's got that kind of frayed thing as though you made these yourself. But they're a size 16. And it even has the whiskering on the front. But they're in really excellent, excellent condition. They fit me really cute. I love them. Super, super comfy, very stretchy. I paid $4.99. $4.99 for Not Your Daughter's Jeans, which are typically, like for the jeans, around $100. I don't even know what the shorts are because I don't normally wear these. Because why? They're expensive. But sometimes you can pick them up at TJ Maxx, like $40 for jeans, which I'm willing to pay for a good, I'm definitely more than willing to pay for a good fitting pair of jeans, but $100, no thank you. $4.99 for a cute pair of cutoff shorts that actually make my butt look decent. I'll take them. I will take them. They're really cute. And the last item I wanted to share here is this pair of beachy linen pants that I love so much, are so comfy. It's like wearing pajamas, but you look pulled together with just a tank top and some jewelry, for times at the resort when we want to eat at the restaurant, because we were talking about doing that. There's no extra charge for doing so. You just have to make reservations, which my friend and I will be on top of doing. And so I thought, just for something fun and breezy to wear. I think these are awesome. They're black and white, and they're made by Briggs. Is the label? They're in a size double X large. They're a little on the big side, but not horrible. And you know what? I'm going to wash and dry them and kind of put them on high heat, and I think they'll shrink up a little bit and be absolutely perfect. And I paid for these $4.99 as well from the Goodwill. So such a deal. These look like they were worn exactly not at all. I mean, they look new without tags. I thought that was a really nice pickup for only $5 for the upcoming vacay. And with that, you guys, that wraps today's video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for every single time that you do. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I bid you peace.